Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Minute Movies on this beautiful, wonderful Sunday afternoon, evening. We've got some green screen over here for
Yeah.
our green screening. Oh, now
Okay.
we can see the edge of it.
Nice. Yeah, that's the edge of mine.
Good.
I'm just in the,
Excellent.
out in the forest. Um,
Out in the forest, but
out in the
it's on a
forest.
clothesline behind you.
Yeah.
Uh, Great.
Yeah.
Should I keep it tight for now?
Probably better.
When we add a third person, it'll automatically go wide. I can't control that, so
Oh, all right. Out of control. We're out of
out of
control
control.
here.
You've got
Yeah.
forest on your face,
I got forest on my teeth.
forest on your teeth.
Yeah. Kind of a fail here, but Oh, I know how to try. I'm gonna try this.
You live and you
Just
learn,
take
right?
my yeah. Does that help? That helps a little bit.
Yeah, there's less forest on your face.
Yeah. Okay. I'll sit here. All right.
All right.
Yeah, we are super here. Minute Movies Green.
Super here. Minute
Super
movie
here.
screen.
Yeah, green screening.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of
With a
awesome
with
minute
a green
movies.
screen.
Green screen.
So you're like hesitating a little bit. Am I cool? Is like all the speed of our internet connection
Yeah, you seem
happening?
fine.
Okay, cool. Good.
Yeah, hopefully your internet is fine when it comes to the screening. Um, we'll see. So yeah, got some awesome films. Um, and a couple announcements, as always, to start off. So Chris Joy, I don't know if he is here yet or if he will be able to join us, is a composer who emailed me this month, and he wants to collaborate with some Minute Movies filmmakers. I believe he posted in the Facebook networking group. If he didn't post, he definitely joined. So if you want to collaborate with a composer on your Minute Movie, send him a message or give him a little shout out in the networking group and have some custom music for your piece. And also, as always, if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, you should go ahead and sign up. We have an exciting new section of the newsletter this month called Meet the Filmmaker. So every month I'll be spotlighting a different Minute Movies contributor. And this month it's Jesse as our longest running continuous submitting Minute Movies filmmaker. So if you want to be, if you want to be included, give me an email, send me an email. If not, I'll just kind of randomly pick people who've been kind of regularly participating, and we'll get to know each other a little bit better. And also, we have our community bulletin in there. So if you have any filmmaking things that you're working on that you want to share out with everyone, then send those over to me, and I'll include them in the newsletter as well. Yeah, so Charlie, if you have anything from the Moisture Festival that you've done that you want to send, then I'll include those links in the newsletter and share them out. Yeah, and if you weren't here last month, we added a new film challenge called Minute Movies Mix. So we didn't get too many people signing up for that, which I think is my fault for not advertising enough throughout the month, / advertising at all. So I'll do that better this time, and hopefully we'll have some cool mix movies for next month. I know Kirk kind of last minute added a bunch of footage, but it was a little too last minute for anyone else to really use it. So we'll get some better films next month for Minute Movies Mix.
So did Kirk use that footage for his film?
I did not watch through it, but I'm.
Watch through it. Okay.
Those are the rules, so I'm guessing he did.
So
we'll see how it goes next month, and yeah, if you have any shots that you want to add to it, then sign up and add those shots to it. Yes, Kirk says yes.
Sweet. So hey,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna just like come right out and say I'm apologizing because normally I have 2 monitors going, and normally I screen the films on one monitor, and that's usually the second one. And for some reason, I can't get my second monitor to go full screen with the film. So now I'm looking over there, and so I can. So I'm looking at Sarah and myself and all the comments, but I'm not looking at the camera, so it's a little awkward. And I've got this, my green screen. So
you see through water.
All I gotta say is, we do awkward here sometimes. We have technical difficulties almost every month, and I think we do pretty damn good. We've.
It's not a Minute Movies screening if everything went smoothly, right?
I know. But we have a really awesome set of films. A good set, right? There's 10 films we got on tap to screen tonight. And
we have 11 actually.
Really? Okay.
I think so. I just counted with my eyes on a computer screen. So.
And let's see. What was I going to say? Filmmakers backstage. Are they in the queue? Do you want to tell who's batter up?
Yes. So actually, we have a submission from someone we have not seen for a long time.
Oh my God! I know.
Mark Davidek submitted, but he's not backstage yet. So.
Okay.
I was very excited to see him again. So I guess we could screen his film, and then hopefully he comes in. If he's in the comments, then or if hopefully he got my email. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he comes.
Mark.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and screen his film. And
is he in the room? Is he in the house? Is Mark in the house?
Is Mark in the house?
No. I see all the other crew. People checking in. Cool. So who's up next? Who's up after Mark?
So after Mark, we have Dan.
Dan. Okay.
Yeah.
Dan sometimes. I remember last month he had a little bit of a challenge staying back. He'd pop in and out of backstage, but okay.
Yeah, so hopefully his internet is working, and
there's Elliot.
There's Elliot. Yeah, we got Elliot, Jesse, Tom, Kirk, Charlie, Jeff. Yeah, it's a good crew tonight.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet.
Warner.
All right. Warner. There we go.
Right.
So honestly, I have see if this works. Ready to screen.
Ready.
Here we go.
The grass is always greener on the other side. It's a cautionary phrase.
Got the wrong one.
What you have. But that never made sense to me.
They water their lawn
Do you have marks?
I do.
Sneak
Oh.
peek of the Frankenfilm.
Oh, see, I was just watching. See, that's it. I wasn't watching the screen. So, okay. All right. Technical difficulties. All right. I'll get it. I'll get it.
We'll get there.
Where am I? Screen problems. Okay. Cool. That's cool. It's okay.
So good.
I think. Wow. No. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Well,
Here we go.
see. I guess while he gets that figured out, do I have anything else to say? If you have any testimonials that you want to share, that would be great. Send them to me in an email and I'll get them up on the website.
Yeah, tell them how
Testimonial.
fantastic and smooth and flawless our screenings are.
Yeah,
much
yeah,
fun.
right. How we have zero technical issues ever. See, we also have a Patreon. So if you haven't signed up for that, then you should. It's $5 a month. So if you come, to all the screenings, that's what you would have given in person at the in-person screenings. Yeah, and we've been thinking of, hey, Peter Ray's here too. Nice
Peter
to
Ray.
see you.
Sweet. Is this working? I don't know. Is this working?
Is this working? It will.
I don't know. You tell us. I'm queued up, so I'm ready to go now, Sarah.
Okay. Cool. And I'll stop stalling. Here we go.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Sweet.
Nice.
That was fun. I love this sound.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, it was good. I like the green light going off with the shuttle launch.
And the shaky cam. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're at a shuttle launch, things are kind of shaky,
Yeah, it's shaky. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome to have a submission from Mark again. That's
Yeah.
sweet. I really that's kind of reminds me a little bit of some of his earlier stuff, that Mark. Okay, so for people who aren't aware, Mark Davidek was before Jesse. He was the reigning king of Minute Movies, who had submitted without interruption for I think some 50 odd films in a row, but you know, I think Jesse's up to 70
Yeah,
plus.
Jesse's at 74 now, I think, as of this
74.
month.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's pretty rad. So, so
Yeah.
Kirk, you're at the stoplight, ready to go, huh?
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
All right. So
Yeah.
let's see. Is Dan in the house? Or
yeah,
no?
I don't see Dan backstage either.
Okay.
So I guess let's screen Dan's, and if either Mark or Dan
Yeah.
comes in.
Anybody have?
Oh, I have my blinds drawn, but like obviously they're not doing enough. I'm just completely
Yeah.
white out.
Sun's bright today.
Sun's bright
So-
today.
So is Mark? I don't think Mark's in the house. So
I don't think so either. And
Yeah.
I don't think Dan's in the house either. So let's go ahead and screen Dan's, and then Chris and Elliot are up next.
okay. Nice.
So
Ready to go.
ready to go.
In this video, I will show you how to turn this to this. Hello and welcome. This is going to tell you how to use a green screen for your photo and video editing needs. Green screens are available in several ways. You can use a bedsheet or cloth like this. It's green. Or you can get poster paper to clamp it up. One major thing do not do is do not wear green, because it will bleed through to your green screen and will turn your shirt or whatever you're wearing into your background, and you don't want that. So now that you have your green screen in place, I'm going to show you how to change it to a picture that you have saved on your hard drive. And I'll give you an example on Zoom. So you click on the camera icon, the arrow next to it, then click on virtual background. And make sure I have a green screen that's checked. Then click on the plus button you see here, add image, and choose any image on your hard drive, and that's it. So happy green screening.
Yeah.
I love
see,
it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. See, I tried everything he said. This is like my bed sheet here, but I don't know. It's not working that good.
Especially when you pick up your glass. Got forest on your shirt.
Cheers.
Yeah, no, that's great. He always uses green screen for like all of his
I know.
films.
It's pretty rad. I like that.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it makes it easy to make his films, you know, just does it in his living room.
Yeah. Whereas, yeah, it's Dan's got a pretty positive energy going on, and
Yeah.
yeah, he's really fun to have. Just all the various personality. Everybody brings their own personality, and I think we got a pretty rad mix of people.
Yeah. It'll be fun to, when we're back in person too, to meet him in person, because he found Minute Movies like the first month we
Oh, I know.
were virtual.
That's right. We haven't
Yeah,
actually
so he's
ever
been
met
doing
him.
it for like over a year now, and we still haven't
Yeah.
met him in person. So
Yeah, he's
it is,
definitely a regular.
there's been a few people who've come in and made some minute movies since
Yeah.
lockdown, and I'm excited to meet everyone,
Yeah,
all the new people, and see all the old people.
old people.
Old people.
I'm an old. All right. Well, Chris and Elliot are not old people.
Speaking of
They're
Chris
old.
and Elliot,
They're old timers. They've been
they're
around.
old
Yeah,
timers.
yeah,
Old timers.
yeah. So,
Yeah. Oh, Charlie says he works mature. Jesse's mature. Charlie works with green screen and blue screen.
I'm blue screen.
Yeah, that's the trick if you want to wear green in your shot. You got to use a blue screen so you can
Oh,
cancel out the.
I could just leave my green screen green, but I made it greener. It's like, yeah, my background used to be my backyard. So yeah, old
Yeah,
people.
Elliot, get backstage. I see you in the chat room.
Yeah,
You're
come
up
on,
next.
Elliot. Come on, man, get with the program. Mature. Jesse is mature. I don't know if
Yes.
mature is. I don't know. It's a matter of judgment. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, Elliot, do you
Okay.
have
Was Elliot up?
link?
Is Chris isn't around
Is
tonight,
Chris
is he?
here? I don't know if I've
No.
seen him in the chat yet. Well, let's screen theirs, and if they make it
There we go.
before the end, then we'll hear from them then. All right.
All righty.
Green acres, green fields, green pastures, green lantern, a little green behind the ears, eat your greens, green eggs and ham. The sea is green, sea green. Greenfield, Connecticut, Greenland. The tree is green, living green, green behind the ears. Greenwich Village, greenery, feeling green, looking green.
So
Green.
I'm curious what the inspiration for his film was. 'Cause Elliot, where are you? I want to talk to you about I got a lot of questions about your film.
Oh no.
Good.
Let me double check. I sent Elliot the link actually.
Okay. That was good. Mean green filmmaking machine.
Yeah. No, I did not send it to Elliot. Let me.
Oh, okay.
Well, Chris emailed the film in,
Green.
and so.
So Elliot's feeling green.
Green.
You green in your job? Yeah. Feeling green.
Did he say green with envy?
Green with.
I don't know if I heard that one.
No, well,
A green phrase.
he implied it.
Yeah, free association.
Went
Yeah,
through a green
definitely.
phase. Yeah.
Green phase.
Okay.
Well. Okay, he said he's signing on.
Okay. Should we? All right. Is Charlie in the house? Okay.
Charlie is in the house. Charlie's up next.
But
He's in the house.
Is he backstage?
He is backstage right now.
Should we just how about if we just keep it rolling?
Keep it rolling. Okay. Elliot,
Charlie
when you get in, we'll come back to you.
And then we circle back around.
Charlie, I'm bringing you in.
Okay, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, it's good to be backstage for a performer, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's where all the action is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not always the prettiest, though.
No.
We make it look pretty for the audience on stage. Well, we
Yeah.
try to.
So last month I was quite busy. I couldn't participate because I did 4 shows that was online for Monster Festival that I did. And they're going to be on again on the beginning of the month if you are interested. It's a pay program, kind of. You have to pay to see it. But
right.
in the first one, I'm working. I mean, I do my act, one of my acts, and there in the first show, if you are interested. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But it was a big process, and we used a lot of green screen and blue screen for that. We had the whole studio transformed. That was really nice. And,
wow.
And each show we improved, kind of. That was nice. You know, you always find some new things. So for this month, I decided, I'm going to do something interesting. So I study, I kind of take some note, and I'm going to go in that place because that's where it happens. So I put the address, I go there, and I come, and it doesn't exist anymore. So all my plan was ruined. So on my way back, I had to find a quick idea to replace it. So we'll see how it comes.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Green. What is green? Recycle is green. What can we recycle? For instance, glass. But does the glass grow? Sorry, Charlie. No, Shauli.
That was good.
Yeah, I loved it.
Sorry, Julie.
The music.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
kind of a last moment. Okay, I do that, and I try to mix everything. So it was kind of interesting to use all the special effects and things like this. To do it.
Yeah, yeah. I noticed
Yeah.
you had a lot of fun with transitions
Yeah.
and blendings and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Warner said he liked he said cool swipes in there. All the transitions that you had. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jesse loved the music.
Yeah,
So did
yeah.
I.
Mhm.
Yeah. And Tom said he loved the blend from the plant to the Space Needle.
Oh yeah.
He said, haven't seen that many colors since the 60s.
Psychedelic, man.
Psychedelic.
Well, I had to invest. I had to invest for this one because I had to go in the garden.
All right, right.
Holy Garden?
Yeah,
Did
sure.
you have to pay?
Yeah, I had to pay. Yeah.
You had to pay?
Yeah. It was a big budget film.
Big budget, yeah.
How much?
But I mean, the Chihuly Garden is really nice.
That's beautiful.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful in there.
Yeah.
It's a reminder of like, another place we can go here in
Mhm.
Seattle. Yeah. Nice.
Nice job. Good job.
So now I will be more. I have more free times, and I'll try to participate a little more. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Nice.
You're
Yeah, we'll
great.
have to. So when's the next showing of the Moisture Festival?
I think on the 1st of it's during 4 days. The first,
Okay.
second, and third, and fourth. Yeah, I think.
Of May.
May?
Cool.
Yeah.
And so that's about less than 2 weeks, huh?
Yeah, they are 1 hour and 15 minutes show.
Cool.
Cool.
It was very successful, and I was happy people liked it. So you do your work. I work really 2 months very hard for that, and it's happy. You're happy when you get the result and people are comment on it. You never know. I mean, you're always tense. How is it going to be?
Yeah,
Oh, I know. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
But you feel pretty good about it, huh? It sounds like.
Yeah, kind of. You always can
Yeah.
improve. I mean, there is always space for improvement. But I mean, with what I have and the way it was organized and everything, I'm quite happy.
Excellent. Yeah. So we'll have to take a look at that. It's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, huh?
It's no, I have to see
On May.
exactly.
I was just looking at the days. The first is a Saturday.
Mhm.
May
I don't
1st.
think it's a Saturday, the first one. So I might.
Okay.
Is it possible I send something on it?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, send it.
Or we can look. It's also moist. If people go to the Moisture Festival, is it moisturefestival.com or what's the website?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool, and I'll include that in the newsletter
Yeah.
too.
Because May 1st is a Saturday. So
Alors, it's
Yeah.
no. Then I'm sorry. It's the 6, 7, 8, and 9.
okay. So that's
Six.
Thursday. Okay.
Thursday, Friday,
Thursday,
Saturday,
Friday.
and Sunday is the matinee, the afternoon show. on Sunday.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'll
And this is virtual, like online. Yeah, cool.
The first one, the first showing was we had a response. You had a dialogue. You could talk, but this one,
yeah.
this second time, you cannot.
Charlie, can you give them a voucher?
Mhm.
Can you
Okay.
give them a free ticket?
And yeah, maybe if they like, we can give you a link. Yeah, I will send you a link.
Nice. Yeah, you can send it to me and I'll put it in the newsletter.
Yeah.
That'll get everyone to check their newsletter this month.
Okay, good. But I have the comment afterwards. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, yay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, thanks to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
All
right
right.
on.
Catch you later, Charlie.
Cool. All right.
All right.
So
So we have
Sarah.
both Dan and Elliot backstage now.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So
Sweet.
Dan, I'm gonna add you in. We watched your film already, but we can
Oh,
chat about it.
Right.
Yeah.
There you
There
are,
you are.
with the green screen.
With the green screen.
What is
Yeah.
the topic for this month? I couldn't resist. Saw green.
Yeah.
A green screen, my favorite topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figure you probably say, "Oh, I figure she was doing the green screen thing."
Figure. So
it
I
was a good tutorial, definitely.
So I followed your tutorial, and it's yeah, it's I took the sheet off my bed,
Yeah.
and just put it up on the wall, and
Oh, it works.
yeah.
Works like it's snowing there, though.
Yeah,
Glad it worked. But yeah, I
it sort of works a little bit. It's a little bit sketchy, but yeah.
oh yeah, I couldn't get it right. I tried, I tried doing on Zoom and recording it, and the audio and video were way off track. So that's why I decided to do like a PowerPoint presentation.
Ah, okay, that's
And then
interesting.
it's kind of sketchy. It
Yeah,
didn't come out the way I wanted, but hey, it's good.
Yeah,
fun.
I think it got the point across. It's a tutorial, and I think people learned. At least I learned.
Well, that's good. I did
Yeah.
something.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So
And yeah, and it's fun to have all these technologies that are like at our fingertips these days, where it's just Zoom, and we're using this StreamYard and stuff, and
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I really went overboard. Really
Yeah.
get into it, but I only had a short time. Even
Right
then,
on.
it's like a minute over. So
Cool.
yeah.
Anybody have any questions?
Any
for
comments or questions?
Dan? So what about lighting? You have to light the screen pretty well, don't you?
Oh yeah, like I said, it looks like it's snowing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I should turn it off. Probably distracting.
Knowing
No,
the
it's
forest
good, though.
behind you.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's a good background.
Yeah. Although it does look like it's just at the edges. So yeah, your point about lighting it
Oh yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I have the light on here, I'll turn it off, show you the difference. So using the lighting, any lighting or deviant from the green screen, the crinkles or something, it's going to show it.
So your screen is pretty even, and mine's just a freaking.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
We're just.
it works on a blue screen too. You can actually configure your backdrop, the color. You can change the color on your backdrop and work with the color you have. Oh, cool!
Wow. Now
So I'll
it's someone
change-
else's house.
I'll just change my. It's like my virtual house. Yeah. So I had to change my. I actually had to run and change my shirt because it was blue, and I was like, that was just.
Oh, right. Please,
That didn't work out. So anyway, yeah.
Actually,
Right
I have
on.
a green shirt on, so I wore this top. So
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Dan.
Cool.
Right.
Well, thanks
you
so
a
much,
lot.
Dan.
Enjoy that.
you too. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
cool. Thank you. um,
All right. Well, now we have Elliot. So
the
let's-
duck. The duck. That is funny. The duck is suspending the sheet. That's true.
The duck. All right, Elliot, I'm going to bring you in. Hello.
Hey,
Hey, Elliot. Good to see you. Actually, I have to look up here to see you, but I'm just pretending to see you by looking at the screen.
Looking at the camera.
you're like an Anchorman,
What was
weather
that?
person, pretending what's around him.
Pretending. Yeah. Just
Nothing
pretending.
around him is real right now.
Yeah,
Nope. No.
you look like
Just
you're
like-
teleporting in Star Trek or something.
Cheers, man.
Yeah. So Green, tell us about your Green collaboration with Chris.
Yeah. So I just took, it was like Jesse said, random association for the filming. I just filmed random green stuff. And then I sent it to Chris. And then a few days later, I did the verbal thing with the words.
Hmm.
And I put in that green filter just to make me look like the Hulk. That'd be a good touch. But
Yeah.
I'm actually playing a leprechaun in there. So
Oh, nice. That's fun.
I thought Chris would like cut the audio, but he left the whole thing, like all the awkward silence, like Kurt said, and I thought that was interesting that he did that because it ended up, to me at least, looking like that stuff was in my mind while I was thinking of words. So I was kind of thinking, what's green, what's in my mind was kind of going through all these things, and then these words would just come out. And
Yeah.
he did that on his own, and so I thought that was kind of interesting that he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, I like that. Yeah. It did give it a realness, you know, to watch you pause and think of the next word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
yeah, it had a realness to it.
Yeah.
And even the ending, he didn't like edit when I stopped my phone or anything. He just kind of
Just ended it.
Left that
It
in there
could-
too. Yeah.
yeah,
It
It
could
did
be
add
that.
yeah,
too much.
an interesting element.
Yeah.
It's either authenticity or he is just being lazy.
Because he sent me a text and said, by the way, I have to admit I didn't invest 1,000% of my time into that. I said, I kind of noticed that.
So was it filmmaking genius or was it laziness?
Yeah,
I think both.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
both. Yeah.
it's the
No, I think
lazy
it's- I think it's better though. I think it turned out better. And then I like how it just ended like because you said, you know, look green, and then it just ends, and you're there, your image is there, and you're looking pretty green. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it was good. It was a good it combined strangely well. Yeah.
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 Serendipity. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Stay green.
Stay green. Sweet. All right. Well,
Right.
let's see. Okay.
Let's see. It's me.
It's you.
It's me. And then after me is Warner. So I see him backstage already.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nice.
And then after Warner is Kirk.
Hang on.
Just a
One
little-
second before you.
Oh,
I'm not quite ready. Hang on.
not ready.
Not ready. You know.
Well, I'm gonna say a little of my
Yeah.
intro.
Yeah, your
so
intro.
this I went camping on the Olympic Peninsula, and we went for a hike So we were gonna go cross country skiing because you can go skiing at Hurricane Ridge on the peninsula.
Oh
But
yeah.
a blizzard blew in the morning we were gonna go skiing, so they closed the road. So we couldn't go up. But we were already in Olympic National Park, and there was a trailhead like right near where the gate that they had closed the road was. So we decided to go on a hike.
Oh nice.
And the weather was pretty nice when we started, but then that blizzard definitely blew in.
Oh my gosh.
So we got cold and wet and ended up turning around.
Wow.
And on the way back out, I was like, you know, the theme this month is green, and I'm in this green forest surrounded by moss and ferns and green. So I filmed a couple shots, and then, yeah, when I started editing, I hadn't filmed enough shots, so I found some stock footage
Ah.
that I added in.
So where were you? What trail?
What trail?
Do you know? It was towards Hurricane Ridge.
Don't remember. Towards Hurricane Ridge. So it's like you go the entrance
Like-
up by Port Angeles, and then you're like driving up, and you're gonna drive up Hurricane Ridge, but there's a gate,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
right before that gate, there's a trailhead.
Okay, cool.
I don't remember what it was
Okay.
called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got back to our campsite, and we were camping right on the coast, and the wind was blowing really hard. And we went down to the water, and the water just like looked super green. So I filmed some of that too.
Cool. Let's take a
Here
look.
we go.
Right on. Beautiful.
Yeah.
That was really nice. Yeah.
Thanks.
Like that. Makes me want to go out that way, out to the Olympics. Pretty rad.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Beautiful out there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right
I-
on. You got cold and wet though, huh?
Got cold and wet. It was snowing on us at one point.
Oh, yeah.
We like hiked past the freezing level, so it was raining, and then it started snowing, and then we went back down into the rain. Thanks, Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did a lot of color correction
Colors.
on that. Actually, it wasn't, my camera didn't capture the vibrant green. So I enhanced it.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. The magic of
Yeah.
film.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom. Me too.
All right. So we've got Warner. I'm going to add you in, and then after Warner is Kirk.
Warner.
Oh, you're muted. There we go.
There we go.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, real good. Real good.
All right.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for rounding the troops. Good to see everybody.
Oh, I know. Thanks for
Yeah,
being here.
definitely, man. So I'm basically kind of in between editing systems. So this was a fun experiment. I shot this and edited this on my iPhone with iMovie. And yeah,
cool.
basically just kind of documenting kind of a friend dinner party, which was nice. Especially, with the lockdown and things being virtual, it was nice to get out and get some friends over. So it was kind of a personal project, and the trick would be to see if you can find the two green components of the film. So yeah, so there's a
little
couple,
scavenger hunt.
yes, there's a couple of opportunities to locate the green. So it's there now. The production quality, the lighting was okay at times, could have been a little better, but you should be able to identify at least one. So
At
thank
least one.
All
Okay.
right.
We'll keep our eyes peeled.
All right, thanks.
Right on.
So we're headed up to the Burbs today. I'm going to be final prep for a dinner tonight that my mom's graciously helping me host for some people that have taken me in terms of showing me around the last couple years since relocating back here. The most critical part of any dinner gig is the ice, the beer, the booze situation.
Notice we got a lot of water in there to keep it loose.
Make sure there's plenty of lemons and limes. We took the last 4 hours to get the appetizers ready to perfection.
So you get awfully indebted.
Well, during the week, a lot during the week, because they would have meetings all day
Yeah.
with the board of directors.
Oh,
Calm before the storm. Here's the spread. We're ready to go. Guests will be here in about 15 minutes.
Nice. Saw some green beans in there.
Yeah, a little janky, but a lot of fun. So yeah, just wanted to kind of capture a little bit of the energy at my mom's crib, and obviously kind of a tribute. She helped organize an amazing dinner. So yeah, it was kind of fun, personal proj.
Nice.
Cool.
Sure was.
Love that. Love that. So, yeah, green.
Yeah.
Let's
Any
see.
suggestions on the green?
There's some limes. You were
Saw
you were
limes.
look,
I saw green beans.
Yeah.
you were looking pretty green.
There's two other places. Two other
Yeah.
places. Alert.
Two other
I saw-
places. Well, the sign was green. The road
The-
sign.
The
road
LaCroix was green.
sign. LaCroix. Yeah.
Yeah. Still two more. The carpet and a green blazer
Oh,
Blazer.
wow.
was activated. So a lot of fun.
Well, I saw a green
Green
filmmaker.
signs, yeah.
Yeah.
Good call, Jeff. I hadn't thought of that one. And the carpet, that was the main one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The main one.
Oh, Tom saw a
Yeah.
green roof on the parking lot hut.
Hmm.
Ah,
So many green tidbits.
so I gotta ask. Did you have to sit on the little kiddie table at the end of it? Is that
That's kind of where they keep me, let's just say.
is it? Yeah.
No conspiracy theories at dinner, though. I don't talk politics, no conspiracies, so it was all good.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at the children's table, folks.
Yeah, you look pretty dapper though. That's for
I try to keep up with you, monsieur. Tough with you guys, man. It's a tough crowd. And Tom and Elliot and some Jesse, my God.
Tough crowd.
Thank you.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. Love it. I love your diving into your personal life and a little bit of behind the scenes.
That was what I was
Going
going
down.
for. Yeah, I was going with kind of behind the scenes, a little personal share, and
Yeah.
Yeah, the production, it turned out okay. I mean, it had a few little, but you'd be surprised. iMovie, you can do quite a bit in terms of snackable content and short films. So thanks.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I appreciate that you shared that. Just did it all on your phone. That's cool.
Yeah, and it was cool. It was, like I said, some of these folks, when I moved back here, it was kind of some people that invited me out, so it was an opportunity to kind of highlight that. Thanks.
Cool.
Cool.
Right on.
Thanks,
yeah.
Warner.
Legit blazer. Yeah, it's legit.
Legit blazer.
Golf, yeah, get the green going. Green blazer, guys.
Green.
Yeah. You're at the Masters. Right on.
Right on.
Okay.
All right, so we've got
Who's
Kirk,
up? We got Kirk.
and
Kirk in
then
the house.
Peter, you're after Kirk, and then Kirk, we have your mixed film again. So stick around. And then after that is Jesse's, and then
What?
the Franken film.
What we have Kirk's mixed film. Okay.
Yeah. You have that right?
Okay. No. Thanks for the heads up. I'll
You're
go
welcome.
pull that one
So
down.
we've got Kirk, Peter, Kirk, Jesse, Franken film.
Yeah.
It's a preview of what's to come. All right, here we go. Kirk, I'm adding you in.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
You good?
Hey.
Good.
Yeah, so did my usual thing this time and just took the first thing that came to my mind and came up with an ending and then backed it up from there. One thing that was kind of fun is that I recently got an anamorphic lens adapter for my cell phone. And this is a minute movie that I've used it for. I also used it for the last Franken film, but this is the first minute movie that I employed it for.
So tell the folks at home what an anamorphic screen film adapter is.
Yeah, certainly. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do widescreen historically and to this day. So really the first way that widescreen was ever really done, which was done by cinema because TVs were taking away market share, and so they wanted to provide an experience that was different than what you would get at TVs, from your and because of the design of tube TVs of the day, they were pretty much limited to a mostly square aspect ratio. But in cinema, because they had projectors, they could use a wide aspect ratio. And so what they did first was they just cropped the image. So they would take film the movie normally, but then they would just crop the top and bottom off. But then what they started to do is they developed a lens, a type of lens that would squeeze the image laterally. It would squeeze it inward. And so you would get a wider field of view squeezed into that same piece of film. And so it would have a higher resolution image, basically. And then movie theaters, they would have a projection lens that would de-squeeze the image. It would stretch out the image by the same degree that it was squeezed originally, and so the same aspect ratio that was originally intended.
Cool.
And so this is an anamorphic lens that just clips on the top of your cell phone, which squeezes the image laterally, just the same way that an anamorphic lens would do for a cinema camera.
Nice.
And so to have a widescreen image that's more than just cropping the top and bottom off of your top of your image.
Cool.
Sweet.
And so how does your little lens work?
So it's
Same way?
Yeah. So it's a 133 squeeze, which means that it squeezes everything by 1.33 times. And then in my editing software, I just stretched the image by 1.33 so that everything was the right aspect ratio again.
Cool.
Yep.
Wow.
Awesome. We'll see.
Shall we watch it?
Excited. Yeah, we should watch it.
Good.
See what we got. Right on. Huh.
Yeah.
That was pretty clever. I love that. Yeah.
So I think I've got a little bit of a reputation for doing dark stuff. And, well, this wasn't a complete exception to that. At least it was a dark comedy. So,
Was.
Colorful. It was colorful, though. Yeah.
a little bit of Pink Floyd, a little bit of Kermit the Frog.
Little bit of Bill. What was that guy's name? Bill. I don't know. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Yeah, Mr. Bill.
Mr. Bill. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah. So.
Oh no, not the blender. Don't push the button.
Yeah. I created 3 figures for that. One was the violin playing figure that I just duplicated naturally for the full orchestra and color corrected for the blue side. And then I created 2 figures that were walking inward toward the blender, one yellow and one blue. And I just used a nail through the bottom of the box to kick the back leg up so that it would fall into the blender in each side.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
And then just duplicated those figures so that it looked like a line marching inward.
Yeah.
That footage and just blended it a couple of times.
Cool. And you used stop motion for the walking across?
Correct. Yeah, and for the violin playing.
Cool.
Cool.
Did you actually blend up the figures?
No. Yeah, that was green food coloring. But otherwise, in banana. Actually, that blender doesn't really. Well, the blender works, but it leaks. So I had to, pour the stuff in there, but immediately pour it out. Just use a fork to kind of churn up the banana a little bit in the cup, and then chuck it back into the blender, swirled around just enough to make it look like something had blended in there, And
Oh.
It's always pretty amazing what you do with filmmaking to attempt to make things look other than what they really are.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, that was fun. That was awesome. So,
Yeah. See, Elliot said cool stop motion. And Tom said nice look with the wide lens. Did you think of an alternate ending of spitting up the green drink onto the lens?
I did not. No, that was the original intended ending. I just so really the first thing that came to my mind when I heard green was it's not easy being. And so I was trying to think of what I could do with that concept.
Huh.
And I immediately kind of turned to this idea of these figures that blend themselves together to become green, and the futility of just becoming green for the sake of becoming green. And that emphasized by the point that, you know, it's all to just kind of satisfy somebody's, you know, taste. And the orchestral beginning was to kind of show you that these little figures actually were intelligent beings that had talent and, you know, personality.
Yeah.
They were just throwing into a blender.
Well, also makes me think of Shrek. And, and Shrek's wife that used to be
becomes green.
Becomes green. Yeah. She had a pretty hard time becoming green, but then she lived into it. Yeah.
She did. Jeff wants to know, for the stop motion, are you doing that when you're shooting or with editing software?
When I'm shooting, so there's an app, I believe it's called Stop Motion Pro for iPhone at least. It might also be available for Android, I'm not sure. And so I used that for the stop motion. There was a little bit of difficulty in the transition between the stop motion and the live video. Because the live video, I'm using an app called Filmic Pro, which is just an advanced camera app that allows you to control the settings much more granularly than it's possible to with the native camera app on the iPhone. It's also available on Android as well. But what I found was that the color rendering was a little bit different between the two, and more importantly, the one of the two apps, I think it was the stop motion app, actually had everything cropped a little bit. Everything was zoomed in slightly. And so I had to likewise zoom in the Filmic Pro footage a little bit in order for everything to align properly. And then what I did was I took a still frame from the film footage, the not stop motion footage, but the recorded footage, and I rotoscoped out the figures walking. So basically, cut out like a cookie cutter around the figures walking. Every single frame that they were moving, so that all you saw was that figure, and the background was the still frame from the recorded footage.
Oh wow!
To make sure that there was as little jarring transition as possible, and that worked out pretty well. And again, for the actual tip where the figures tipped over the edge, I just had a nail that I drove through the box and just tipped the back foot so that the figure would fall. And then I took that footage, which was recorded at 24 frames per second, and then reduced it down to 8 frames per second, which is what I was doing for the stop motion, so that the fall would look like it was at the same frame rate as the walking. Because otherwise it was a little bit jarring where they were walking at one pace and then they fell really fast.
Man, I'm always impressed with the depth and the thought processes and all the the different like techniques that you bring to these short films. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
So curious how, you know, with all that process, what was your like time budget? You know, like when did you start it? How long did it take? And
Yeah. So this one got 2 so one day of filming, and not one solid day, but it you know, it took probably, let me think here, probably took an hour to do the violin, you know, playing. It probably took a couple hours to do the marching inward toward the blender, and then the rest of that sequence was very quick to film.
okay.
So it took a few hours to do that. Then I spent one day editing. I
Right.
at 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., something like that. And then next time I checked my watch when it was done, it was 4 o'clock.
Wow, full day.
Yeah.
Cool.
But anyway, that's pretty cool. I mean, because arguably one your films are some of the more complexly assembled and technical pieced together films, and so still it's 2 days. Pretty rad.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
So I found the mix film, Sarah and Kirk.
Okay.
So let's see, it's downloading right now.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's head over to Peter, who we haven't seen in a while, and we'll come back.
Sounds great. See you soon.
See you soon.
Right on. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Add you in. Hello.
Peter. Hey.
Oh,
Good to
I
see
can't
you.
hear you.
Oh, is he muted?
No, it doesn't say muted
Can't
on.
hear. No audio. It's good
No
to see you.
audio.
Oh. Did we hear it?
Oh. Is that another green screen background?
I know. Yeah. His is
You
a
did
little
his a little better.
His is a little bit better than mine. but not as good as Dan's. Dan's the expert. How's it going, Peter? Oh, I can
Still
barely
can't hear you.
I can hear. I think it's a volume thing.
Wait, can you hear?
I heard a little hint of a good. Yeah, I think I heard him. Somewhere there's a volume.
I cannot hear him.
I'm listening.
Let's see.
Huh. I think I can sort of. I'm not sure if that's. Anyway, somewhere in the depths of the ethers, there's Peter's voice is coming through. So. Oh, I'm disappointed. I wanted to say at least we get to see each other.
Yeah. Let's see, I still can't hear him. No.
Nope. Anything? I don't know what I can do. My screen is fading. Seems like.
As the sun goes down.
Yeah. Let's see. Gotta adjust my green screen settings. There we go. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, bye. Now you're disappearing into the forest.
Here we go.
Still can't hear you, Pete.
Yeah, Jeff. Let's see. Wow.
Nope.
Cool.
Well,
all right.
Let's
hey,
watch.
It's really
watch
good.
it and
let's
see if we
finish.
can figure it out after.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah. If you have any, I don't know what else you could do, but see if you can do something while we watch it, and then we'll be back shortly.
Cool deal. Right on.
Let's try that.
Oh yeah, we got you. Yeah.
It's a major echo action.
Let's see.
Well, let me. Well, that shouldn't do that.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
How's that?
Got it.
Hey, that's good. All right. Yeah, good to,
Battery
good
must
to,
have gone out of that mic.
Good to hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
that was great. I liked it.
It kind of drove me crazy. Actually, the editing drove me crazy. I'm learning new editing stuff. I just got DaVinci Resolve.
Ah. Me too.
It's a whole new learning curve that
So
I don't know. It's intuitive. Some of it isn't.
Do you have a takeaway, like something that's what was your biggest aha moments
of
DaVinci?
Of which?
Of
DaVinci?
Yeah.
It's just kind of stick with it. I mean, it's sort of the way I am with all of that stuff. I mean, I just kind of sit and pound it out until I figured it out.
Yeah.
And
see,
sometimes I just don't figure it out, and I just erase it and start over again, and it works.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was kind of like in the same boat. I was just open DaVinci Resolve for kind of the first time really diving into it was very much, and yeah, it's a little bit of a learning curve.
Well, I mean, I look back because I basically use Premiere Pro.
Right.
And I actually just got a Blackmagic camera.
Oh, cool.
Which it seems like you can only edit through the DaVinci.
Oh, wow.
It isn't accepted in Premiere.
Oh, no.
And
that's bizarre.
So this was kind of my exercise in trying to figure out how to use it. And there were a number of points in the last 2 days where I almost threw my computer out the door. But
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of, I've been using YouTube tutorials.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of amazed by the breadth and depth of knowledge that these guys have in terms of like all the stuff all the buttons and all the hidden little things.
Oh, wow.
On the drop downs and everything. That they are able to retain. I mean, I'm sitting here with notebooks writing all this stuff down as I go through it because I just know the next time I go to do it, it's like, how did I do that again?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You have to do it a few
really,
times before it sticks.
Yeah, it's kind of like a language, learning a language.
Yeah. But this was kind of a COVID clampdown, go out in the backyard and film stuff kind of thing, along with playing with the new camera. And I built a bridge across my pond over the past year, and it offered a real vantage point it was the vantage point for all those shots.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, really nice.
The big problem was when the dogs ran across the bridge, it shook.
Did you record the sound too?
The frogs I did separately. That was at night, and I went out there with my Zoom and a shotgun. And
speaking of dogs, yeah.
Yeah, and the flute was a friend of mine that I've been working with lately, who he's been working with Hopi and has a whole bunch of replicated Native American flutes that he plays.
It was beautiful soundtrack and imagery, and yeah, we had some comments and on YouTube. Jesse said it was very meditative and great shots, and Elliot said sensitive, and Charlie's the music work was beautiful. Yeah, and Jeff said the audio mix and the music track and nature sounds, everything worked well together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Gene from Useless Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Screw Premiere.
I'm back and forth on it. I mean, I use the whole suite. I mean, I do all kinds of stuff with the photo end of it too.
Yeah.
And if I were to drop the creative suite, I would lose all that.
Right. No, I get that.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice. If you're gonna get it, it is actually a super nice suite to have all of that stuff on your computer. But if you're only using it for one application, then it's probably you can find better or adequate things elsewhere. But
and it's all interconnected too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a I did a music shoot this winter, and going into audition and correcting pops and stuff was just amazing. I mean, that was another learning curve, but yeah, it was really convenient to have it all in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it is convenient, and it's convenient to like round trip stuff too. But you know, it is expensive every month. So.
Well, I pay for it once a year, which is really expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. Gene says he's not paying a fortune every month, and Jeff says being able to go back and forth between apps smooths the workflow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pros and cons.
Pros and cons everywhere. Wow, my lighting is just I'm turning into a ghost over here.
Well, summer's coming up, Sarah, so you'll be getting some sun.
Maybe I'll get a tan.
Yeah. Get out in the sun.
We'll try.
Oh, there we go. That helps.
Way better.
Way better.
You're back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
It didn't work when the sun was coming in the window. It's a west-facing window, so there's just a lot of light changing happening over here.
Well, I'm completely artificial here with the green screen and the light there.
Yeah. So Kirk says, what open source platforms? Isn't GIMP open source? Like an open
GIMP.
source Photoshop replacement?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. And then there's Blender is motion graphics, but that's 3D. I mean, Adobe doesn't have anything like Blender.
And does Blender? Can you just do editing in that too?
It's got a super steep learning curve. It's you got to be pretty dedicated to wanting to do something that it can do. But it can do some amazing stuff, that's for sure. It's kind of like Maya. It's a 3D open source program. Yeah.
Yeah. Gene says you can edit video in Blender. I'm pretty sure he used to do
I think
Blender
so.
when he would submit.
Yeah. I've dabbled in it just enough to realize how difficult it is. I don't think I've ever produced anything with it, but yeah.
Well, my biggest frustration with the DaVinci was I would get something done and it would look fine. And I would have followed the whole thing on YouTube, and it was there and it worked. And then I rendered it and it was gone. It existed in the timeline, but it didn't exist in the render.
Mystery.
A couple times that happened with the title, and I had built this whole, I can't remember what it's called, but
the masking.
It's some other entity that you create. I don't remember what they call it, but I did that and it was fine, and then it wasn't there, and then I found out that same effect had become an effect in the titles, the new titles thing that they had, and so you just pull that title thing over and it did the same thing instead of doing all these little boxes and connectors and other stuff. So, I mean, as always, a lot of these things have like 10 ways to do it, 10 ways to go at it.
Yeah.
So it's a node-based.
Nodes, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to use Shake, in Final Cut, Shake was a motion graphics and composition, or compositing package that Apple bought from I think it was developed for King Kong. I think Peter, whatever,
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson, that's the guy. Yeah, developed it for King Kong, and anyway, Apple bought it. They didn't keep bringing it through, but anyway, it's node based. I really kind of like that. It's kind of a different way of editing. It's pretty cool. So, but anyway, cool. Thanks, Peter.
Sure.
That's pretty rad. Good to see you.
I will try to
and
be consistent here. I've had ideas.
Yeah.
It's gone
Right
by.
on.
All of a sudden, it's like, why did I not get that in? Because it was.
Yeah. I feel like,
I'm having that problem with my writing too.
I mean, this past year, I feel like time has just been moving differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All of a sudden,
Totally
another
heard
month
that.
is gone, and
I know, right? And here we are again.
here we are again.
And so this is Christmas.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our Groundhog Day. But but speaking of coming back again, we're what scheduled for a week from now to do just gather and chat about stuff like what we've been just chatting about quite a bit. But getting together, saying hi, talking, networking, and same time, different platform, right? We're using Zoom
Yeah, it's
for
on
that.
Zoom.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm better at Zoom than this, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. We just use this. Well, this is open source, ScreenYard, and it's we use it for the streaming part of it because Zoom doesn't really. It's a little hiccupy if you try to screen and live video. So.
Yeah, actually, we could do this, but we would have to pay for it.
Yeah.
I think the battery must have gone out on my mic or something because I had a shotgun up there and I unplugged it.
Okay.
And it obviously works now. So
cool. Yeah. Sweet. All right.
Well,
good to see you. Maybe we'll have to see you soon.
2 weeks?
1 week.
Next week.
1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
then,
networking. Yeah. Look on meetup.com for that.
Yeah. And then in 4 weeks for the next screening.
Yeah. And we'll find out
Once
what
the word is.
That's right.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that excitement.
All right.
Our high tech
good to see you.
Word selection. Yep. Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right. So we are back to Kirk for his mix movie.
All right. Oh, wait. Okay.
And then Jesse, you'll be after that. And then we'll get to the Frankenfilm. And
okay. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
sorry.
then
I did download it, but I didn't put it into the queue yet. So sorry about that. It's coming. Yeah.
And then next month we'll have some more mixed movies. I'll send out some reminders to everyone to upload their footage. If you just think of something and shoot a little clip and you don't know what to use it for, just pop it in the folder for mix. And try to do it early in the month if you can, so people have time to edit. Kind of the guidelines I posted are, first 2 weeks, videographers should put their footage in the folder, so then the editors have 2 weeks to edit. And you can be both videographer and editor if you want, obviously, as most people here are. So
Sweet.
Get those clips in.
Mix. Get in the mix.
Get in the mix. All right, Kirk, I'm adding you back in.
Well,
here we are.
Yeah, so basically I had signed up to do the mix, and I put off completing my short for some time, and so I was just finishing that up on Saturday, and went to go check the Google Drive or is it Dropbox box for the mix content, and there wasn't anything there. And so I sent a frantic email message off to Sarah and Stuart, late in the evening on Saturday, asking, the content had simply been, aged out or what was going on, and I don't know. Yeah. I decided I decided I was not going to be beat. So I went to the Freelinger archives and just typed in green and searched for green, and limited myself to stuff that that was returned by that query. And I just uploaded some of that stuff quickly up to the the Dropbox, just so that theoretically somebody else could work on it if they happen to be checking it,
They were working on Saturday night. Actually, I did get an email from Jeff who said, I just saw the footage that was uploaded, but I don't have time to finish a film.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough.
I discovered later 30 frames per second, and it was definitely not 1080p, so it didn't meet the criteria in either of those respects, but it was at least 4. But it was 30. Converted my output video to 24, but I didn't have a whole lot of time to edit, but I like coming up with some kind of story based on content. That's why I signed up to do the editing, as opposed to the submitting footage, because the storytelling is really kind of more my thing, because of the nature of the footage that I had, and I expected this to be the case even with footage that had been randomly submitted by others. This is more of an abstract piece, and it's got there's kind of a story I'm trying to communicate in it, but at the same time I kind of leave it open to interpretation to anybody else that would have something they would read into it. But I wouldn't like to declare my interpretation of it the right one, and I wouldn't want to color anybody's interpretation of it by giving mine before they saw it. So after the fact, I can kind of talk a little bit about what I had in mind, but and don't want to color anybody's interpretations based on what I was thinking.
Right. Well, let's watch it then.
As a true artist. Yeah. Nice. It's in the queue. Here we go.
Right now, at this very moment, as you watch these light rays striking the magnified eye, similar tiny beams of light are entering your own eyes. These interesting mechanics of the lens are not generally known, and the facts presented here have only recently been accepted by science. It is well for us to know that our eyes are one of our greatest gifts of nature and are indeed worthy of our constant care and protection.
Great. I love it. Yeah.
Thanks.
That's fun. Yeah, fun work. Good work.
So yeah, so it was interesting at the beginning there where you see the rays kind of coming into the eye and the eye becoming green, and then it got that kind of gerbled green. I don't know what was going on there. What actually I had edited was that the rays reverse direction. So there seemed a problem with the video at that point, but so basically the story that I saw from the footage that I was looking at was sort of an interesting look at just a sliver of time, this during the height of the Cold War, where you had free enterprise being pitted against communism, and it was kind of what I had in mind was showing you the vibrance and energy of consumerism and free enterprise as compared to the complete lack of energy and interest in resuscitating things that were already dead, Soviet Union. And so the green kind of representing where the life was, and the starting and ending with the documentary about the eye simply being a window into and out of a person's consciousness.
Interesting. That's pretty deep, Kirk. But I love it. It's like, yeah. It's really a lot to contemplate there. And cool stories that you can pull together from the archives, what's available.
Yeah.
And yeah. Wow. Well, that's pretty amazing entry for the first mix.
First mix
submission. Yeah.
I didn't want it to be a failure. I didn't want there to be no mixes for the first.
Thank you, Kirk.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's pretty rad. Love it.
Yeah. We'll get some more mixes next month.
Yep.
You won't be the only one in the mix section of the screening.
Sounds good.
Right on.
All right. So we've got
And
Jesse up next.
oh wait, wow. Okay, shoot. We do. Okay.
All right.
Jesse in the.
Jesse's here. I'm going to add him in.
Cool.
Hello.
Hey guys, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah. So this one, I'm not asking my audience to stretch nearly as much as I normally do to figure out what the theme could possibly be. Because there's lots of green in it. It's mentioned a lot. It's a bit of free association, kind of similar to Elliot and Chris's.
Cool.
I shot everything mostly in actually at Ocean Shores over this last weekend. So
nice.
Right on.
Are we ready for it?
We are.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, sweet.
Green is a good color. Cold hard cash is green. Kermit the Frog is green. Grass is green. Water lilies are not green, but they sure are beautiful. When you're brand new, you are called green. Sometimes you're green with envy. Yeah, you too. Admit it. Mars isn't green, but I sure wish it was, 'cause then I'd spend all my time there. Peas is green. So is the green giant. Remember him? Green giant. Maybe I'd be him on Mars. The Green Hornet was, well, green. James Brown wasn't green, nor is Jack Black. He's white. So is Betty. Charlie Brown isn't green, but he's still the coolest kid on the block. Robert Redford isn't green, but he still sure is damn sexy. Pink Floyd sings about money, which is green. What if Snow White was snow green? I'll bet she'd still be red hot. You ever go for a walk in the park and think about all this silly kind of shit? It's the good stuff. Strolling along hand in hand with your love. Yes, to new and greener pastures. Why not? Maybe you have a romantic picnic here. Fresh air, filling your lungs, invigorating your spirit and your soul. And can you hear them? Your children playing on this lush green field. Soccer games, tag, snap the whip, badminton, lawn darts. Thank you for coming along on this little trip of mine. I cherish you, my friend. I really do. Now let's go have a green snow cone.
That's fun.
Nice.
I like that. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was
Made
good.
Made me laugh. Made me laugh.
Yeah. Tom said he loved the flow of the narration
Yeah,
as it went through.
that was fun.
Yeah.
yeah, I enjoyed writing that. That turned out well. I thought about, I had the thought in my head for a while about a green man from Mars. So something with Martians and all. And sometimes you have an idea like that and you're thinking about it a long time. You end up only using a tiny little piece of it, or it just becomes, right, the inspiration or the inkling, the germ, and then it just turns into something completely different. And that's pretty much what happens. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd be the Green Giant and smash all the little green Martians.
Yeah. Elliot said similar free association to ours, but I like how you went off on tangents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like that too. A little bit free association that kind of evolved past just the green association.
Yeah.
I like Jack Black and Betty White, other colors thrown in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very nice. It was, and I liked the chimes too.
Yeah, I selected a piece of music and tried it, and it just didn't fit. So I needed something different. I thought about birds or something, but no, I think the chimes I think ended up working.
Yeah.
Really, really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, really meditative.
Yeah. Charlie said, "Your voice sounds so good. Do you use something to improve it?"
No. My little Tascam works pretty well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Jesse.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Sweet. All right.
All right. Are you ready for the Frankenfilm?
We've come to the last one that
Last but not least.
I accidentally played first.
Coming full circle.
So just I think most people are in the loop on this one, but what's a Frankenfilm, Sarah?
Yeah, a Frankenfilm is I write the script and people sign up. And however many people sign up, I divide the script into that many pieces and I send out all the pieces. And people make their little 5-10 second clip and send them back in, and I'll edit them together.
And it's a pretty rad, really cool way to participate in minute movies with even a smaller commitment than making a 1 minute film or or short film,
Yeah.
It's only like one, few second clip.
Few seconds and you already have the script, so you don't even have to think of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. I really enjoyed this one. So yeah. What do you say?
Yeah, here we go.
Should we go? Yeah.
The grass is always greener on the other side. It's a cautionary phrase. Be thankful for what you have. But that never made sense to me.
They water their lawn better? I always thought you reap what you sow. So if their grass is greener, that means their life is better, right? If you want your lawn to look good, you have to work at it.
If you want life to look good, you have to work at it. But I've come to realize that that's a key word, look. Your lawn might look green because you dump chemicals all over it.
That doesn't make it better, just unnatural. Your life might look picture perfect, just outside a frame, sit in the fan, about to go belly up. Your grass might look green. That doesn't mean you put in the work.
You reap what you sow. Sure, it can take a while to get established, but once it's done, you're golden. Does that make sense?
Fun
There
stuff.
it is.
There it is. Yeah, so
Yeah. Just thoughts on the phrase. Grass is always greener on the other side.
nice. I really like that script. That's pretty good, and it's fun to witness the whole piece. You know, not having only having done or know what my part is, and
Yeah.
I like all
See
the
what
pieces.
the context is.
Yeah, it's fun. So my little bit of technical, thing that I did that was brand new. Well, aside from using DaVinci Resolve for the first time, so that was kind of cool. But I recorded what's called ADR, which is I just like said quietly the words, when I was, because it was really noisy where I was at outdoors. So I came back inside, replayed the clip, and then recorded, tried to say what I had said earlier at the same pacing and stuff. And so you can tell it's off, but it's, it's actually ADR is how most, I don't know if most is the right word, but like a lot of films are even still made where the actors come back into the studio later in a soundstage and say their lines over again over top of what they shot on set.
Yeah. Yeah. To make sure they get like super clean audio.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's changing with because they're starting to shoot more and more on like sound stages with screens behind the actors. So it's not even green screen anymore. It's like a screen. So I wonder if
wow,
they're able to get better audio because it's inside a controlled space.
Well, they are. Yeah.
Well, I wonder if they're getting enough better audio that they're not doing ADR as much as they used to.
Because ADR is challenging and it's expensive. And if you can record the clean audio, live, it's better. I'm curious if Kirk did ADR on his. It kind of seems like it looks like the audio is,
his
the voice
was
is a little bit out of sync.
I don't know why it was a little bit out of sync. I don't know if it was my system or the clip he sent me.
Okay.
But it was a little bit out of sync.
Or if he did,
or if it is ADR.
Because in a crazy Kirk thing and crunched on a cracker and did up the whole 9 yards. But so, because Kirk is that kind of a person to add Foley sound in too.
Jeff said, pretty good first effort for your ADR.
Huh.
Oh, Kirk did use ADR for his piece. He did.
Oh, I think you did a pretty damn good job, Kirk. I
love the ADR.
Yeah.
All right. Well, are you ready for the next theme selection?
We're gonna spin the wheel.
Yeah, you have a wheel for us again?
I do. Okay, so I was trying it, but I gotta undo my green screen because it don't work. It's because I'm using the same camera anyway. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, it's my trusty Free Ballard skateboard.
Nice. Oh, we got some glare.
We got some glare. Let's see if I can get this done. Here we go.
There we go.
You guys ready? Bump.
Bump.
Are we good for bump?
Bump.
Bump. Yeah, that's a good one.
Goes bump in the night.
Bump in the night. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just bump it to the top. Bump it to the top.
Bump it to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
get this bouncer to bump that dude out of here. Bump in the night. Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
Rated X. Different kind of bumping.
Bumping.
This is.
You can allude to, it's like PG, like
Is there PG 15?
PG 18. I don't know, whatever it is. Rated R. Bump. That's fun.
We don't want to get the Minute Movies YouTube channel shut down from some complaints on this live stream now.
That's funny. No, bumps, like speed bump. It's like
speed bumps.
Yeah, speed bumps. We can. I don't
Family
know.
friendly.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh yes, get the Finnish ski instructor back to talk about skiing the bumps.
Oh yeah.
Got some slushy bumps up there right now.
Right, slushy bumps. Yeah.
All right.
Don't hit it too hard because you go right through it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Sweet.
Well, thank you everyone for joining tonight.
Thank you for another fantastic screening, and tell your friends and neighbors about Minute Movies, and go check out the YouTube playlist. Right. Watch them all again.
Watch them all again, and if you speaking of your friends and neighbors, if anyone is thinking about maybe making a movie or wants to get into it or have fun, tell them about Mix, because that could be a fun way for them to get in.
It's just
Yeah. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you next week.
See you next time.
All right. Ciao.